Hey guys, it's DT. Welcome back to the channel and another statue video. Today we are taking a look at another prototype. This is the WASP. Yes, this is a custom quarter scale statue of the first female Avenger. So this one right here is available for pre-order for anyone that wants to add a WASP to their collection. This one is going to be made to order, so no set ES at the moment. But seeing that it's a custom, it's probably going to be pretty low. This one was made by the same group that made that She-Hulk, the Red She-Hulk, the Spider-Girl, the Warbird, and that cool 1/3 scale Wolverine that I showed you guys. So not a lot of quarter scale WASP options out there. So if you're looking to get one, this might be your chance. So let's take a look at this thing. Okay guys, so here is a look at the base. It's a pretty simple base by appearance. However, it's rather complex in design. So down here we have the museum style sub base. If this design looks familiar, it's because all of the statues from this group have a similar design with the simple black circular base with these silver stripes here, along with the symbol of the team affiliation there in the front. Very clean look all the way around. Then we have this WASP trail that kind of goes spiraling up. But this had to be carefully engineered because not only do we have one character here, we have three. Well, it's all the same character, but in three different stages of transformation. So it had to be able to support it and also have the right look to pull it off. So down here we have the chunkier part of the trail. As you can see, it kind of just comes out of the ground, spiraling up. Very thick, shiny, bluish color. Here is where the main WASP statue connects. Keys and pegs in right there on a single point. And then as we come up, we see on the underside, there's another key right there. A little tiny peg right here. And then we have another key and small peg right there for the continuation of the trail. So you're gonna see this thing kind of loops all around. It's actually pretty cool. Here's what it looks like from above. Kind of starts small and then spirals outward. Then let's take a look at the body here. As you can see, very sleek look, very similar to the costume on Black Widow. We've got a fairly smooth matte black here. Very simple and elegant, not a whole lot of different textures. We do have some clothing seams in here to kind of suggest sort of a leathery feel. Some nice little creases in there as well. Down here on her feet, it's all one piece. She's not wearing any kind of boots. However, there are sneaker treads. Very nice point to that foot. Here is where that key and peg are. So that's the only point of contact with the base, which is going to give her a nice flying, hovering appearance. Here is some yellow to break everything up. It's a nice metallic yellow, so it's not flat, which is a nice contrast to the black suit. And then as we go around to the back, we see her little wing pack. The big statue doesn't have the wings out. As she shrinks down into WASP size, the wings come out and she's able to fly away. We have a more glossy area around her neck with these little segments. So let's go ahead and connect the arms. One arm's gonna go here. One arm's gonna connect there. We've got some well-hidden seams with this yellow accent right here. Same nice matte finish on the arms. She's got some gloves here, a little bit more glossy around the wrist area. Some more yellow accents. She does have two different portrait switch outs. We have a helmeted portrait as well as an unmasked portrait. Let's take a look at that helmeted portrait. Very insect-like, alien-like, elongated helmet. Again, matte finish on most of it, except for a few glossy areas around the visor. Commissioner has informed me that there will be some paint changes, and one of the areas is going to be the visor. I think they're going to make it more reflective. This looks pretty cool right here. It's kind of a metallic yellow, but I think if he's going to change it, I think people must have wanted something else. It is glossy right here on this middle section. So it's nice that there's some variation in there. Yeah, here's a close-up of this. Very nice. All the female statues from this group have very nice rear ends. but look at that. There's also the unmasked portrait. Very nice little pixie cut. Another change on the paint is that they said they're gonna add some eyelashes on the bottom part of her eye. She does have some eyeliner. She has some thick upper lashes, but I think they're gonna add some lower lashes as well. Here's what it looks like on the statue. Very nice female portrait. A little bit of shading, a little bit of shadow on the cheeks. Some nice glossy lips. I like those little pointy sideburns there. And of course we have some very detailed, clean looking hair. So she's gonna connect right here on the front. She just fits in very snugly like that. It's got her foot levitated off the ground, so it looks like she's kind of hovering there in the air. All right, then we've got a couple smaller versions of her, but before we put them on, we've got to connect this additional piece to the base. So there is a key right here with a peg, and that's going to key right into this slot right there. So that extra piece just connects like that. As you can see, it kind of swirls up all the way around and then comes forward. And this is the medium size form. Still a lot of great detail in the sculpt. We have all the same details that the larger statue has. This one's gonna key in magnetically there on her feet. This piece right here is actually very light. I'm not sure if it's made out of a different material. It's very light because it's gonna have to go on one of the thinner portions of that trail on the base. On the back, we do have to connect her wings. So here they are. As you can see, we've got the detail on the clear resin right there. And it's a very nice iridescent paint they have on there. And then we have all these little, I guess, veins or segments in the wing. There you go. And this whole thing just keys in to her back right there. So there's a look at her with the wings. It's pretty cool in this flying pose. Let's go ahead and stick this one on the statue and see how it looks. So this whole thing is gonna key in right here. There is a little lip on this key to give it some extra support. And there's actually a little peg as well that's going to key in to the side of her head. So her head has a little bit of support, but the key itself is pretty strong as well. Like I mentioned, she's pretty light, so it doesn't take a whole lot to keep her up. Then we have the micro wasp. So this one, again, all one piece. Same great details, just kind of miniaturized in this flying pose. She too has the iridescent wings, a little peg at the end, goes into her back. And this one is even smaller, even lighter, because it has to go on the very tip of the trail, and that connects right there on the back of her calf. And she is just gonna key in the very tip of this little trail. So it's gonna go right into her calf, just like that. So as you can see, when you're moving it, the thing kind of moves around, but once it's in place, it'll settle and shouldn't move unless there's an earthquake or something. Let's give her a spin on the turntable and give you guys a look all the way around. Alright guys, so here she is, the WASP. I guess the cool thing about having this little team insignia is that we can determine the designed viewing angle of this piece by putting it directly in front. And this is how I guess the artist intended it to be displayed. So we have her kind of hovering off to the right, and then we get a view of this side as she flies around and then zips straight into the camera. But of course, you can display this any angle you want. As far as portraits go, of course, we have the helmeted portrait. I kind of like the unmasked portrait. Definitely shows her femininity, not like her body doesn't, but I like to see the facial sculpt on female statues, especially ones that are done well. This one went through some changes on the expression. I think the first version she was smiling a little bit more, but they made it more in line with the others from the line, which is a little bit more on the serious side. I also like seeing her face because we also get 2 other helmeted versions. Having this one is going to be a little bit more of the same. Let's go ahead and put that on here right now. It definitely looks a little bit more threatening, a little bit more serious. Ties in with these 2. But it is more of the same. So you get basically 3 helmeted WASP statues in one. Like I mentioned, the visors are getting a different paint job, so it'll be interesting to see once that comes out. But I think these look pretty cool as they are. So having the enhanced visor is just going to be a bonus. I love the design of this piece. First time I've seen something like this where you get the same character in 3 different stages to suggest her powers and movement. Let's go ahead and give this thing a quick measure. So the base itself, the round part of the base is about 9 inches in diameter. So pretty small surface that you need to put it on. However, it does get wider as it goes up. So let's take a look at the widest point. I guess this is going to be the depth of the piece. So from the tip of her hand to the back here of this little trail is about 20.5 inches. The width is going to go probably from her fingertips to the left breast of this wasp. That's going to be somewhere around 20 inches as well. The height from the bottom of the base to around the top of this trail, a little bit shy of 24 inches. I really love the simplicity of all the statues that have come out of this group. Very elegant. The body contouring and proportions are awesome. Very clean looking piece. When you look at it, your eye almost knows exactly where to look and what's going on. Not a whole lot of extra stuff to kind of confuse your eye. You basically got the wasp turning into a wasp. Like I said, there aren't a lot of wasp statues out there, custom or licensed. So if you're looking to add one to your collection, maybe you're an Avengers completionist, I think you gotta get this thing. So if you guys are interested in getting the pre-order information, I have my link to my Facebook page in the description down below, or just message me on Facebook and I will send you in the right direction. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.